Yeah. I mean, they say that it's not going to be, and they say, well, it's an alpha, and we're working on trying to raise money to do the game and everything, which and I'm not a developer, and I realize this is like an over the top, but listening because obviously you're a little bit more, what do you want to say,
I've
experienced.
developed games or have helped develop games, so I have a idea on things. I'm actually in creation of one, but it's not even ready for anything.
So I
So
mean,
I have some experience on that.
right, which I have. It's totally out of my realm of knowledge at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, but so when you're saying that that what they're doing is not right, and then when you also say that, which I'm because I like I said I haven't played games for a while. Like I said, I had a little injury, but um, but then when you say that that there's games that have come out that was more put into it or whatever, that it didn't take as long, and you're saying they've made games at this level.
Yeah.
See, that's amazing, and I'm just like, oh really, maybe this all should be rethought, but I that would be horrifying, and I really think that there might even some people would even try lawsuits. They would try lawsuits if they tried to not publish this game.
What the fuck? Yeah. They won't get lawsuits for that because that's what early access is. So they put this game in early access. They can raise as much money as they want, and if things don't go the right way, I mean, they have the money for it. To make the game, they have well over the currency of what they can do to make the game.
Right.
But later down the road, they say, things happen with because all they have to say is developer step down and they can't develop the game more, and then the game gets shut down. And they could do that as like false.
Yeah.
That's just there's different ways. They can't really get in a whole lot of trouble for that.
Yeah.
They'd probably have to put some money into other funds to get people their money back and stuff like that. That's probably the only thing that they can do.
I don't have that many
But
people.
even then,
Sorry, I don't have that many people in stream now. The only reason why I think these guys showed up was because they must be seeing my stream. And I have like what, maybe three. Oh,
oh well.
out of, let's see, D fourth ninth says, out of 5-star rating, what would both of you rate it? And I guess he means the game.
I'm not seeing your Twitch chat for some odd reason. You said he's in your Twitch chat typing to you?
No. Oh, look at that guy move. No, this is on Mixer. I'm streaming the both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. So what was his question?
It's he says, out of a 5-star rating, what would you both of you rate it?
Oh man, that's a hard one. Because as of right now, I want to give it a good rating. But when it comes the whole view of what this game could be, I could definitely say there's no stars to really, that go that high to rate this game, because it's going to be a phenomenal game if everything goes well.
If they finish it.
Yeah, if they finish it. But right now, this game is not fun to play because you're grinding every day you get on, and you're not really doing a whole lot because a lot of people want to do combat, but they can't really do a whole lot of combat if they don't have the credits to be able to repair their ship, rearm, which you can easily do a mission and get the money to do that. But it's, like I said, it's another grind fest to get more EUC.
Right.
And
Right.
if you don't have the ships, they're expecting you to pay big bucks to buy a good, decent ship to go against other people's, and you can't even do that because 80% of the ships, they're not always on for sale. They do time periods of when they go on sale and when you can buy them, and even when they do that, the ships that go on sale are really fucking expensive.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like my Andromeda is $220 right now. and it's like 18 million at the Lorville Post. And to make 18 million, like, let's say I use my Andromeda and I go do some cargo missions. You know, I fill up my entire cargo space with, let's say mining materials, and they pay 80,000 to 150,000 per run. I'd be working for days just to even make that much money, to buy a ship.
Right.
And when you're doing it with the Drake Cutlass Black, you're going to be spending weeks doing those missions just to even make the money. And by that time, it just, by halfway through it, you're probably just like, fuck this. This is stupid.
Yeah, and here's going back to that, and here's personally what I think. And I'm not saying that these guys could not be thinking about walking out. But let's say they are, and they do. Boy, they better have enough money to retire, because if they don't, because of what they've done, I think their reputation in the game development community will be ruined, because they'll have so many players angry at them. And the thing of it is if you look at the people who are playing Star Citizen, a lot of the people are like me. They have gray beards, and they've been playing games for a while. You don't see the young people playing the games. Even the people that are streaming even on Twitch or on or even on Mixer, they're not the young crowd. These are the people that got into this because there were people in this developing this game that have the reputation, and and that is why. But yeah,
let me put it this way. The Javelin, for example, $3,000 ship. It costs $3,000 to buy that ship, and you can't ever buy it unless you spend $1,000 on the game, just to even be able to see the ship, or not see it, but buy it on its sale time when it goes on sale. So that's $1,000 you got to spend on this game, plus another $3,000 just to buy a capital ship. It's the biggest ship in the game. I understand why it's so expensive,
right?
But the game's not even. The ship's not even in the game yet, and let's say a few years down the road, they're about to release the Javelin, and the game cancels. No one, they stop further development on the game, and the people who paid for the Javelin got screwed out of their money, because they have a term and service on their website where anything that's bought is non-refundable.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all based off of, because what you're doing on the buying for ships is just donating. It's a donation.
Yeah, it is,
to help keep the game running. So legally, they accept you pay for that funding, and it goes into donations, but you get a package for it. But you aren't guaranteed it. So you're basically taking a risk at whether this game is going to succeed or not, and you're paying $3,000 for a ship that may even never come into the game. But it's all a donation, and they make it known on their website that any purchases on the website is a donation to help keep the game running. And so they're, theoretically speaking, they have all right to shut the game down, because of they don't want to develop the game anymore, and they keep all the funds. They could do that, but I don't think Chris Roberts will do that. He is a pretty weird guy, but he's very set on this game. He loves this game. He loves the way it's, he's got 2.5 million people who bought this game. And he's set for life with this. And they have everything planned out. They have roadmaps. They have all that stuff. So I don't think this game is going to shut down, but it is a chance. And so you're taking a risk buying the game. So I've spent almost $1,000 on this game.
Wow.
And so I'm almost concierge. So but the thing is they restrict some of the ships that you can buy. You have to spend, $1,000 just to get concierge, just to get access to capital ships, bigger ships, stuff like that. So they're basically making you pay $1,000 just to be able to buy a bigger ship. So it's another dumb thing. And that's why I'm saying some of it's a scam. It seems like a scam. But overall, I have a lot of fun in this game. Whether, other than beside the tons of bugs that I run into, like falling dead,
Yeah.
stuff like that. There's just, right now, it's fun. You're basically downloading the game right now to expect to lose gameplay from bugs.
Right. Right.
You have a lot of HUD issues. Your ships will just blow up. Stuff happens. It's early access. You're gonna expect to, have these issues.
Right. But
and you're basically taking a step